Sleep challenges with age. A couple more tips from Dawn, your natural hormone balancing specialist. So what are a couple other things we can do to wind the body down to get ready for sleep? Well, first of all, in the other video, we talked about having your room dark. Make it like a cave, because if it's light, it's going to send signals to the skin. Even if the TV, light from the TV or the street light out there in the morning when the light comes in, sends signals that raise cortisol, and that's going to cause imbalances in your hormones. You want it dark. You want everything to come down when you're sleeping. But what are some other things you can do? Yes, you want it cold in your room, but a lot of times to help me wind down, I like a little bit of warmth. So I will take one of these heated up aromatherapy pillows. This one actually doesn't have a scent. It just is natural holes, but they have some that have scent to them. And I'll heat it up and I'll put that on the bed and I'll lay down in my lower back. Oh, it just feels wonderful. So that can just help you just start to wind down. We want our muscles to start to relax. So one thing we can do is take an Epsom salt bath, right? You're probably going to say, I don't have time for that. Maybe once a week you do it. And I love Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. This is one of my favorite, ginger and clay. I'm like, is this going to smell good? I love it. The whole bathroom smells. So the Epsom salt, this one I like it because it helps detoxify. I don't know, really energize. It doesn't really give me energy or I wouldn't do it, but it just, the whole bath relaxes. It's warm to hot, depending on how hot you can take it. Put a couple scoops of this in. It's going to absorb the magnesium through the skin and relax all the muscles. Plus, it mentally just gives you time to wind down. Water is something certain signs need. I need more water in my life because water is fluidity. It's not rigid. I can let go of the cares of the day and just let things go and do some breathing and meditation. So water is really good for many spiritual reasons. But taking a hot bath. Now, if you say, go on, I don't have time for a hot bath. I can barely get my makeup off before bed. I get it, right? Here's another idea. Love this, a topical, you don't have to get this brand, but a topical magnesium. So then I might spray this, because my lower back, I sit a lot, is my area of weakness. So I might spray a little of this on my lower back, or maybe my arms get a little sore from typing. This can go right in, and it's a topical magnesium. So instead of having to use Epsom salt to take a whole bath, you can do this as well, and it's very relaxing. The other thing I do to help wind down certain sore muscles, rub the hands together, okay, builds energy. And then I put them on my lower back, put on the skin, gets that energy in there, and then I start to pummel my lower back a little bit. And that can help relax, or my arms, or whatever area, that's sore. That starts a little ritual, helps you to wind things down before going to bed. The other thing I like to do is if you're like, I don't have time for this, for the bath, shower, okay? Warm shower, hot shower, while the skin is still wet. Put on sesame seed oil. And actually, I like to take this and put it in the bottom of the shower, and then with the water around it starts to heat up, or I'll put it in a cup of hot water and it'll heat up. Rub this on, it penetrates. Then I put on warm, like flannel pajamas for the wintertime, and the oil penetrates in. It's moisturizing and antibacterial, antiviral. It's just so good. It gets in. It actually gets in through the system. It cleans the liver, and the liver tends to clean itself at night. So it's another quick tip. Something else you can do, since we're talking about the liver, take some aromatherapy. There's several different types you can look up that are good for the liver. So I take some aromatherapy, put it in my hand, take my hand under the right breast, that's where your liver is, and go back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 36 times. And what that does is starts the liver detoxification process. So these are all things you can do to get ready for bed. You're warming up the bed, even though the room is cool. You're taking that hot bath or that hot shower. You're putting oil on. You're putting magnesium on. You're taking an Epsom salt bath. All of that signals to the body everything is time to wind down. It's also good me time, right? It's that self-care. It shows I'm going to take that time, and then I'm going to get in bed. I'm going to read. And we don't want a lot of light coming into our eyes right before bed, because that stimulates cortisol as well. Scrolling on your phone, worst thing you can do. Do it earlier in the night, and then at night, turn that off, read a book. You'll start to get sleepy, and you'll drift off into a wonderful sleep, and you'll start counting sheep. So be balanced. We take the guesswork out of women's weight loss and wellness, and sleep is a big part of that. Watch for more tips coming up next week. BeBalanceCenters.com.